This is a map that I have got from the back of the ASI booklet on Sachi, and it represents the location of Sachi monuments. So I have put some effort to make it easy to understand in what sequence I have covered the monuments in the previous log. So please have a look. On entering the premises, the first monuments I have visited were Stupa 3 and Stupa 5. Here you can see Stupa 3, but you can't find Stupa 5 because it is just behind Stupa 3. And then I moved forward to see some other smaller stupas, then carried on to see some more stupas and temples as I enter southern area. I would recommend to check out the link above to see the previous log to get more idea on how they look like. In southern area, I found monastery 37 and 38. I continued with my walk and reached eastern area where I found monastery 45 and 48, an iconic Buddha statue just outside it. And that was all I have covered till now. Now let's continue with this vlog. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you for being so patient with that map thing. Anyways, continuing from the last vlog, we are finally here at Stupa 1 or the main stupa. This monument is nothing alien to us. We have read about its significance in our history books and have been seeing it in recently introduced 200 rupees note. So being here in person was an emotional and a proud experience, and I definitely felt that way. In this vlog, I'll be focusing on the architectural part of the monuments and the history associated with it, and will not be going into the details of the carvings and the inscriptions done on the gateways and balustrades, although we'll be talking about them on a higher note in between. I entered the stupa from the northern gateway, which is though not the oldest one but is the most decorated one with more artifacts and carvings than others. Like other gateways, the carvings are about the scenes from Buddha's life, history of Buddhism, Jatak Kathas, and then there are floral decorations. There could be more to it, but it will require more reading, which I'll leave it to you guys. From ASI booklet, I have got to know that in some cases the carvings of these gateways were actually donated by the local Buddhists and were made by craftsmen who usually work on wood and ivory. That means it was something new for them to do the carving on stone instead of usually soft wood. Donor's name has been inscribed on balustrade. One such carving was donated by an artisan under the king Satkarni of Satvahana Empire. Just like the gateways, balustrades and pavements were also donated by devotees and were made from the sandstone from neighboring hill of Nagori. Balustrades were made during Satvahana period around 1st century BC to give more protection to the stupas. This protection once again came along with the revival of structural activities at Sachi under Gupta Empire, that is from around 4th century AD to 6th century AD, after a prolonged rule of Shatapras, who were basically invader tribe from Iran. During this period, 4 images of Buddhas made from Mathura sandstone were kept at the 4 entrances of the stupa, as can be seen today. Here, if you look closely, you can see the inscriptions written in Brahmi, which used to be the script of ancient India from 3rd century BC to 6th century AD. This could be the name of a devotee at that point of time who might have contributed in some way, but this is just my assumption. As I had mentioned earlier, this is one of the 4 Buddha images that can be found at the entrances, and here is the western gateway of the stupa that will lead us to the western slope. Well, it's not like I'm done here. There are still few secrets and things that are need to be disclosed about this stupa, but maybe later when we will revisit the monument at the end. Now we will head towards western slope. Main terrace is 7 meters above the western slope, and circuit wall name given to a slanted brick wall separates them. It looks like we have a pond in here, but with no water inside at the moment. I really can't tell much about it except it's kind of a water body, and ASI booklet is absolutely mum about this water system. So let's proceed to the structure that can be seen ahead. Now it's a huge monastery when compared to other monasteries we have seen in southern area. This monastery is called Monastery 51, is almost in a square shape with size measuring 33 meters. It has a huge brick paved courtyard at the center and a veranda. It has range of cells and or rooms we can call in different sizes, 22 in total. Some of them are bigger in size, are meant for some special purposes. Outer walls are thicker when compared to inner cell walls. We will check out the monastery cells in more detail while coming back. For now, let's proceed further. Outside the Monastery 51, I found out this giant bowl made out of stone. I was really amazed seeing how smooth it was from inside and had a perfect round shape. They might have been using it a lot, and that I think could have been the reason why it is so smooth from inside. What do you guys think could have been stored in this thing? Let me know in the comment section. You see, this was my first time here and I had no idea if this is the end. But someone who was revisiting Sachi after years told me that there is a stupa down this path, so here I am all alone. And it's almost 1 pm and the temperature is so up that I didn't see anyone throughout the path. Though I was really excited for this adventure, that is being alone and everything, but thanks to God, I had no encounter with a leopard. Yeah, I'm really scared of them, and everyone should be because they are very common in rural areas like this, and you can't see them until they are on you. I don't have any prior experience on such things, but anyways, who wants to have that kind of surprises? After a short walk, I reached Stupa 2. Now, this kind of pleasant surprise we all need. I never thought of seeing such a huge stupa here, and man, there was literally no one except me. Maybe people are too tired under this heat, or maybe they too are really scared of leopards just like me. Stupa 2 is very similar to Stupa 3 in size terms, but stairways and inner balustrades are missing, and even the gateways are not there actually. It was also made during Satvana period, but it doesn't mean Satvana kings had ordered to build it, but devotees might have built it at that period of time. The stupa was built to preserve the body parts of Buddhist teachers and disciples of three generations from about 2nd century BC, almost from Ashoka time. It tells us that relic worship that started from Buddha's time also continued many generations to come. Lower spot was chosen for Stupa 2 because the main stupa was reserved for the relics of Buddha and his immediate disciples. You can read more on it in the ASI booklet on Sachi. Then there was this unnamed stupa, and after that I was hopeful to find some more stupas or something of that sort on the track. But that was it. The track ended, and here I am again at Monastery 51. I went on to see some of the monastery cells from inside, and almost all of them were empty. And one of them had a small ball like structure, could have been used for grinding. This monastery had wooden pillars and a roof when it was built, and this has been confirmed by the large amount of charred wood that has been found in the excavation process. Now what is left is basement and cells made of hammer dressed stones, yet so neatly arranged. In the previous log, I had already mentioned the reason why Ashoka had built this stupa. But it came as a shock to me when I got to know that what I am seeing right now is not the original stupa. The stupa Ashoka had built is of actually much smaller size. So what we are seeing today is the outer casing of that original stupa. The original stupa was built of mud, mortar and bricks, but this outer casing that was done as a protection measure in the 2nd century BC is made of hammer dressed stones and is coated with mud mortar with powdered brick. The space between the Ashokan stupa and the outer casing is filled with block of stones. After Buddha's death, his body parts were divided into 8 parts and were given to 8 kingdoms. After accepting Buddhism, Ashoka's intention was to collect these relics and distribute them in 84,000 stupas across India that he thought of building. But some of the kingdoms didn't agree on giving up the relics, and at the end Ashoka couldn't fulfill his intentions. But our intentions of protecting these monuments should not fail, because if we lose them, we will lose our history. With that, I'll end this vlog here, and thanks for watching till the end. Please do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you feel like doing so. And see you guys in the next one.